Hey everyone, it's Ken and Andrea here from Northern Viking Explorer. Today we want to share with you our review of our Oceanview Cabin on the Carnival Jubilee. It's cabin 4293, so let's go ahead and dive right into it. So Andrea, our Oceanview Cabin 4293 on deck 4 of the Carnival Jubilee. It was on the starboard side or the right side, roughly midship.
I was very excited to book this cabin. However, I did have a concern because we booked the lowest passenger deck.
Yeah.
And I thought, are we going to be so far from everything? But I didn't feel that way on the ship because so much of the heart of the ship is really on decks 6, 7, and 8 that we spent most of our time there, which meant we actually didn't use the elevator very much. Only really when we were going up to the Lido.
To be honest, I felt like we spent less time on the Lido deck than we usually do though.
Yeah, but there's so many great venues and activities going on the Jubilee. Although it's a big ship, so when you head to the other side, you kind of make a plan because it's a long way back.
I think when we'd go to the Lido deck, we did try to do a couple of things, maybe grab some lunch and then go play mini golf or do high ropes or do it on the way to the Serenity deck because the elevators were on the slower side or there was a lot of people using them. But that being said, there was a lot on those decks 6, 7, and 8. The other upside to this cabin, it was really quick for us when we were getting off in port because it was just down the stairs, essentially.
And same when you get back on the ship, when people are waiting for the elevator and you're just going up a flight of stairs, it was very convenient.
It was. So the room itself, very modern feeling, so beiges, grays, and blues. And it was actually quite nice.
Yeah, I like the touches with the lighting. They did some interesting things that made it feel very modern in there.
Yeah. So why don't we start out with kind of the bed area?
Sure.
And then we'll move through the different areas. So the bedding, I found the bedding itself was quite comfy and the mattress was comfortable.
It was. We had it set up as a king, but you could have it set up as 2 twins. It was good.
I mean, we have been on other Carnival ships in specific that our backs have hurt after the mattress, sleeping on the mattress, not on this one.
No, this was good.
Yeah.
It was good, yeah.
So, and then there was nightstand. So I think the nightstand thing is a little bit of a wish.
Yeah, it's just an open shelving, and that is not my favorite. I don't think it's great when you have, if you want to keep medication or your earbuds, there's nothing to hold your little things in. So I recommend bringing some kind of bag or container to hold your little items.
Which I thought was interesting because there was a little nightstand beside the couch, which would have been perfect for beside the bed.
Agreed.
Which did open and close. So open nightstands. Now, beside the bed as well, and I did appreciate this, there was 2 little night lights. They kind of flipped up, and they both had a USB-A port in them.
Which is great because so many times you see it's only on one side of the bed and somehow it's usually me ending up without the plug.
I thought it was usually me. I don't know. There are main light switches by the bed, which is handy. You don't have to get up. One cool thing, behind the bed there's a little bit of a ledge and there's a light strip in it as well.
It makes a nice indirect lighting. It was very comfortable.
Yeah. Now our suitcases, they fit under the bed.
Yes,
which
which really helps with space.
And so the area was quite nice. So other than the nightstands, I wish they were closed in, but overall it was really good. Now the window.
The window is nice and big, and the ledge is really deep, which makes it great. Like sometimes I sat up in the ledge, or you could.
Well, we put all our towel animals there.
So you can store stuff there, like your towel animals.
Yeah.
And looking out the window is really pretty.
And you are quite close to the water.
Especially because we were on deck 4. I was thankful to be like right at the water. I kind of was secretly hoping for a big storm, so the water, I wanted to see how high it would go, but
one day. So the other thing I should mention is there is a blackout curtain. So if you're worried about light, that did a pretty good job.
Yeah, it was good. Nice and dark.
Now here's the question for you. Did the cabin stay cool enough?
It did. I was happy because we had very hot weather and our cabin was able to stay cold enough.
Yeah, I appreciated that. So now a lot of people ask, are the walls and ceiling metal because they want to bring hooks? And yes, they were. We have kind of 2 sizes of hooks, little ones and big ones, and they worked on the walls and ceiling. So if you're interested in those, I'll link them below in the description, but they're handy for kind of hanging up, well, putting papers on the wall or hanging your hat or shirt to dry. Maybe you were got wet or something.
It really helps for organizing.
For sure. Now there's a couch area as well.
A good full-size couch.
Yeah. The one interesting thing by the couch, there's another one of those pop-out lights like beside the bed. That one did not have a USB port in it. So a little bit of a wish.
Yeah, they're kind of like little reading lights, so you can direct them towards your book.
Yeah. So, but the couch, decent size. I'm not sure if that one turned into a bed or not in our specific cabin. I know in some cabins they do. But
Possibly. I think there was potential for it.
And then the TV.
Now, one thing I was really happy about the location of the TV, because it's at the end of the bed, directly across. So when you're laying in bed, it's easy to watch shows.
Yeah, it's roughly I don't know, I didn't measure it, but I would guess a 42-inch TV. The reason I'm laughing is because the one night it was getting quite late and the TV clicker batteries died in our clicker. And we couldn't turn off the TV and we called guest services.
And they were swamped.
They were swamped. And so we had this movie playing that we were trying to turn off because we wanted to go to bed. And then you figured out that if you held down the button for
a long time,
it would turn it off. So we finally got it off. We were going to go to bed. And then guest services finally knocked on the door. So anyway, it was kind of a funny story.
Otherwise, it was perfect.
Yeah. So there are some free on-demand movies on there, which I appreciate because not all Carnival ships have that service. So that was nice. Now there's also quite a long vanity in the cabin.
Which is really great because we all know we bring, at least I do, too much stuff when we cruise. So it's nice to have this space to organize your things.
So there is a kind of a cabinet that opens up, like kind of a double small cabinet.
Like this?
Yeah. And then that's my accordion. And then I think there was 3 drawers. One of them had the hairdryer in it.
And it's a regular hairdryer, which is great. It's not like one of those little hotel ones.
Yeah. So there's quite a big rounded mirror above it with lights in it. What else was there? There was the little kind of mini cooler fridge that, you know what was cool about it? It had a see-through door as well as it had lights in it.
You like that?
Not that it matters that much, but
what I appreciate is that Carnival doesn't fill them up ahead of time. So if you have your own beverages or you're putting snacks in there, it's already empty for you, which I like.
There was also kind of some open shelves on the wall, which came in handy for sunscreen or whatever. And for plugs, a lot of people ask about plugs. So right at the vanity, there was 3 North American 120 plugs there. So there was adequate amount of normal plugs, plus 4 USB-A ports.
Yeah.
I always wish for USB-C, but hey, USB-A is good enough.
I just have to remember to bring the right plugs.
Yeah. The other thing is, for those of you who are traveling from Europe or other areas from the world, there wasn't a European plug.
No.
So if you're wondering about that, most ships would then have that. This one didn't. So then down by the door, there was quite a bit of storage as well. So there was 2 big cabinets, both with double doors again.
One has a full-length mirror in it.
Yeah.
These are nicer than the standard cabinets, though. They're very adjustable inside, so you can either have it as like shelves that you can put your clothing on.
Well, some of them flipped up and down.
Yeah, or you can flip those shelves down and then hang your long clothing.
There was quite a few hangers. There was a few kind of metal drawers that were kind of wire shelving that slid out. There was also the safe in there. It was a smaller safe. I don't know, like a full-size laptop if it would fit, but maybe an iPad.
And then that flat drawer on the very bottom, which is great if you're putting shoes or whatnot in.
Yeah. So, and then, of course, next to that, you've got the washroom. So, actually, I should go back to that. We found that the cabinets, there was enough space for the 2 of us because there was some hooks as well by the washroom. And then we've got the washroom as well.
I felt like I had plenty of space for the week.
So the washroom, first of all, I know everybody says this, they don't like the shower curtains. We don't like the shower curtains. This one had a glass door, which we were happy about. So we always appreciate that.
And it was a bigger shower too.
Yeah.
It wasn't, because sometimes you're really, so this was good.
So it had shampoo and body wash, so no conditioner. I'll give that a wish to Carnival, put conditioner in there.
But to be honest, like if you've got longer hair or you end up bringing your own products anyways.
I don't know, just put conditioner in there.
It probably wouldn't be good enough for me.
That's fine. There's quite a large mirror There's, of course, the sink, which is on the smaller side.
The vanity goes quite narrow and
Yeah.
long, but yeah, it is definitely tight in there.
It is. It is definitely tight. Well, the small sink. And I should mention there was a shaver plug, I think, up in the ceiling.
Yeah.
But I do have one other wish, though, about the bathroom.
Okay, what's that?
There was very low water pressure. And I did specifically film the water pressure for you to see it because I turned the head over, the shower head, and it barely went off the shower head. Like, it's very gravity based, we'll put it that way. So not a lot of shower or water pressure. I mean, it does the trick, but don't.
That could just be our floor,
It could be.
or it could be a water saving feature.
I don't know. Yeah, don't expect to get pressure washed in
It's
there.
not a massaging jet shower.
Any other notes or thoughts?
Well, I thought it was a beautiful cabin.
Yeah.
You know what, though? The one thing is, we did hear noise sometimes. I think it was
Yeah.
coming from down below. And
in the morning sometimes.
And I think when we were getting close to port. So if you want to sleep in, there was some clunking that would go on.
So we were close to getting off the ship, but I think it might have been them getting prepared to like dock.
I'm wondering if the gangway was closed.
But sometimes
under.
it sounded like they were dumping a bucket of ice, so I don't know. I mean, most ships we've been on, you hear some kind of noise. So overall, this was a low noise cabin, but there was definitely
Some sounds.
Some sounds. The other thing, I felt like this room was a little bit longer because above it, I believe, was the cove cabins, where their balconies are kind of above your window. So we had that extra space of the balcony inside our cabin.
And I noticed that space, it does make you feel that more relaxed, having just that little more room. It's easier to pass each other and move
Yeah.
and store your stuff. It's appreciated.
Yes, I would agree. The other thing I would like to say about this cabin is that I'm pretty sure every single thing other than that clicker for the TV worked.
It did. Like, I didn't have to call for any, like, sinks draining slowly, nothing. Everything worked well.
I would say 9 times out of 10 on a cruise, something is broken in our cabin. So a drawer doesn't come out, or there's bearings falling out, or there's something left behind that's kind of gross, or something's broken, or nothing in this cabin.
No, it was perfect.
It was good. I really appreciated that. So we had a good time in our Oceanview cabin on the Jubilee.